Let's break down Aerosmith's song No More, No More, one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. Didn't get quite the airplay of some others, but I think it's a great song. To play it, we're going to be in an E5 tuning. All of our strings are going to be E or B notes. So let's look at that real quickly. Low E stays the same. A string's coming up a whole step to B. E string coming up, or D string coming up a whole step to E. G string going down a minor third to an E note, giving us a unison on D and G. And our B and E strings are going to stay the same, giving us E5 tuning. Let's look at the introduction. Into the verse. Okay, to play the introduction, we just need to fret on the low E string, 5th fret and 4th fret. That's all we have to do with our left hand. The picking pattern is 8 strokes on the first phrase. So the first 3 are E, A, and D string, and then the next 5 are E, A, B string, G string, and back to the low E. That gives us our 8 strokes. Let me play that slowly. One more time. Then we drop our finger down to the 4th fret. And for that phrase, we're going to play the E and A string and D string. First 3 strokes. Come back to the low E and A, B string, low E, and then open E and strum. So that was put all that together slow. Then we're going to come up to the 7th fret and bar all the way across it, but I'm only playing the E and the A string and using my ring finger on the 9th fret of the A string. And I like to end on that finger being on the 9th fret of the A string. Then back into the phrase we just learned. Third time, we're going to go between the 5th and the 7th fret. I'm just using my 1st and ring finger. 4th and 5th fret, using my 1st and middle finger. And then back to 5 and 7. And the phrasing that I hear is like this. One more time slower. Brings us to the verse. The verse uses a series of sort of double stops on the A and the D string. A quick one here on the 7th fret, A and D string. Then we're going to jump to 5, 4, 2, and open. Let's kind of show you how that's going to sound. Slow that down a little bit. I'm starting with a very quick 7th fret, 5, 4, 2, and open. Let's repeat that twice. And then we come back to the quick 7, then right to 5, 4, to an open. Try to play it up to speed one more time and then slow it down, and then I think we'll have that section. That's the main part of the verse. Then it of course goes back into the section that we learned at the beginning, and then into the second verse, which is identical to the riff we just played. Now there is in the third verse another part we need to look at. It's going to play. Sort of the lead guitar part, or Joe Perry's part, I guess you'd say. The same double stops on 10, 9, 7, 5. The same idea, just up a fourth. Sounds kind of naked with just one guitar, but essentially the other guitar is kind of playing an A power grip, so it would be more like this. That's kind of how it would sound. And I guess if you were playing it by yourself, you could do that. But one person playing the part. And then the last phrase goes to the B chord. Here we do have an open B string. So I'm doing the double stops on the D and the G strings from 12 to 11 pretty quick, then down to 9, 7, 5, 4, 2, and then a bar across D through E on the 5th fret, and a power bar on the 7th. Try to put all that together. Let's just look at the ending, and then we'll be through with the song. The same idea. This idea. Back to 4 and 5. A bend on the low E string to the low E note, and then back up. That we've already done. Play it for you slow. You can play that as long as you'd like to, and hopefully these will give you some ideas to put the song together, and I hope you enjoy playing it. Thanks for watching the video.